Like you can live anywhere. Like I do tell people, being a nurse has made me a global citizen. And that's the basic truth.
Yeah.
And you need to explore that to the fullest. Like
So hello, welcome to my channel, Lukman. Guys, this is Lukman and I've known him for years. He helped me with my IELTS preparation back then in 2017 when there wasn't even materials anywhere. And long story short, he's in Ireland and I'm in UK. So today, finally, we got the video, and I know you guys are excited about this video already. So, took a lot of time to get Lukman to come today for this video, but yeah, finally we are here. Thank you, Lukman, for coming. I hope you're happy to be here. Yeah.
yeah, thank you, Cynthia. It's nice to be here. Yeah, I know I'm a busy guy and taking hold of me is always not easy. So
yeah,
I'm here.
I tried my best. So today we'd like to know like few things about trying to migrate from Africa or from overseas to Ireland, any part of Ireland. So just a few, basic things to know, the process. If we have time, you can talk more about other things. But basically, we just want to know how to move to Ireland to work as a registered nurse. And yeah, things to do, the basic things to do really. So I think I will start by asking you, I've got a few questions because I did like an Instagram and Facebook poll for people to ask questions about it. And they've asked so many questions, but I'm not sure how I'll ask you everything. So I've just listed some of them that are very important to ask. So I'll just get that from my phone. So the first thing they ask is, how do you start? Do you have to do any background preparation before starting the application? Or can you start applying before even, graduating from School of Nursing or getting your certificate from School of Nursing?
Okay, thank you, Oluma. Yeah, like every other country, Ireland is the only English-speaking country within the EU at the moment since the Brexit. So we have other 26 countries and Ireland kind of an opportunity for English speakers, Nigeria inclusive. So if you are coming to Ireland as a registered nurse, the first thing you need to do is your test of English. And like in the UK, in Ireland, they accept 6.5, inclusive of 7 in all other areas like that. Out of your other listening, reading, speaking, and your writing. So it's not rigidly like, it wasn't rigid like in the UK where you must be 6.5 in writing.
Yeah.
If you have 6.5 in any of the categories, you are welcome to Ireland. And some people see it as better, it's an alternative. Anyway, it's not really an alternative. If you want to be in Ireland, I will say you have, like I do tell people, like, I prefer being in Ireland than being in the UK or go to the US because I have my own reason. So like traveling should be all about your own reason and why you really want to be there. You shouldn't need to follow the crowd. And like we employ anyone planning on traveling abroad, there is need for you to do your primary investigation. Like I am a research-oriented person and I try as much as possible to investigate about where I'm going. And that's what led me to Ireland. So now the first preparation you really need to do is your IELTS or your OET, your PTA, or wherever the country is taking. The test of English is the number one preparation. And I often say that once you pass your test of English, we have the board that regulate nursing in Ireland, which is the NMBI.
Yeah.
NMBI stands for Nursing and Midwifery Board of Ireland. So they call it Antra-National, if you're speaking in Irish, Gaelic. But like for we that are not Gaelic, we call it NMBI. So NMBI. So, and the NMBI really made it simpler compared to back in the days when I was applying.
Yeah.
Like today, if you are applying to join NMBI, all you need to do is gathering all the necessary information needed. Like just go there, get all the necessary informations and bring your computer or bring your phone, get them into your phone and registered and upload all the necessary
Yeah.
documents, make the payment, and within 3 to 4 weeks, they are going to review it and you could get your decision letter just like that. Like I
Wow.
was one of the people that was like, I would say I'm one of the fastest person during my own time. And it took me 3 months before I could get my decision letter. But these days, I could see people getting their decision letter within 6 weeks. So
6 weeks. Wow.
yeah, so it is easier. However, you need to get all these necessary documents. You need to get the document from your school, get documents from nursing council, get the employer certification. If you could have all these documents and you uploaded everything to the system within 4 to 6 weeks, you could get your decision letter. So, which is kind of fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that is actually the beginning. So once you are issued your decision letter, it comes to job hunting phase. Back in the days, there was so much shortage of nurses that with ordinary RNs, you could get an employer offer. Like I got my employment offer after I passed my IELTS. So, which was like a motivating factor to just like get the money, whatever is coming from, and make sure I get everything sorted. Like, I just want to live. Like, we are having an acute shortage at the moment because of COVID.
Yeah.
So, which means like I still have some of like I haven't grown in the system. I have some agency that I work with. Like, if you have your hires and you've started your registration, you can prove that okay, I've uploaded all the necessary documents before your decision letter comes out. It could bring you forward for interview and could actually landed yourself a job offer. So, which is another plus thing, you know.
Wow.
So, if you are in the system already, it's easier for you to get a job. And however, even though you don't get a job and you have your decision letter, these days there is active shortage in the system, both in the private sectors and the public sector. So getting a job is more easier now. So if anyone interested in coming to Ireland and you pass your IELTS and you can gather your documentation as soon as possible, just go ahead, register with NMBI, pay the €350, and before you know it, you could be in your way to Ireland within 6 months. So the system is a bit faster now compared
Yeah.
to what it used to be.
Yeah, I think it's so
That is the
yeah, 4 to 6 weeks. Like it's so fast. On because I have like I know loads of nurses on my YouTube, even sending me emails that oh we need a job. We've got IELTS. We've passed 7 in IELTS. We've passed everything. Everything is ready. Everything is ready, but they can't even get any job in UK. And I'm like, can't you explore somewhere else? You know what?
No, yeah, like actually, I think most people coming to the UK because probably they have relatives in the UK or they have friends. Like I have somebody I personally grew myself and all of a sudden turn around and says he's going to the UK. And I was like, okay, if you're going to the UK, that's okay. Like I'm okay where I am. If you are going to the UK, it's okay. It's welcome. Like that's not a problem. You can't really force anyone to go to. But the truth is, being a nurse in Ireland is not that it's not easy like everywhere. I know Oloma can bear witness to that. It's
Yeah.
not like what we do here. Like basically, you do a 12-hour shift. You go in the morning and you come back at night. And if you are living in a city like Dublin, Limerick, and Galway, these are very expensive cities. And I try as much as possible to advise people that if you possible to have an employer coming out of these cities, it's a bit cheaper to rent a house. And
From
but if you
the
can,
is it from
yeah,
the bigger
but
cities?
yeah, like if you can get a job outside the bigger city, the
Yes.
better, because the bigger city are more expensive. So, but if you can't, the only thing is when you come into Ireland, if anybody is bringing you to Ireland as a nurse, you only sign like you sign a 2 years contract with them. And that 2 years, it's not really a compulsory, you must spend your 2 years. However, it's advisable. This is what it is. When you come into Ireland, you come in with what we call uh, we call a kind of adaptive visa. It's just majorly for like 6 weeks. So, and once that expired, they believe after that 6 weeks, you must have gotten your NMBI license. So you must have gotten your PIN. Then you need to apply for critical skill work permit. So when you apply for critical skill work permit at that time, then the critical work permit, you need to be on it for 2 years. But it's not compulsory you must remain with that same employer for the 2 years.
Yeah.
So you can be with that employer for 1 year and probably you don't like the time of contract or you are not happy with it. You can resign from it and look for another employer to sponsor you for another 1 year on your critical skill to complete your 24 months on the critical skill. So once you complete your 24 months on critical skill, you are qualified to apply for stamp 4. So stamp 4 is like an indefinite to like your ability to stay in the country without sponsorship by an employer. So you don't need an employer to sponsor you after your first 2 years.
We get that after only 5 years in the UK.
I know, like those are the reason why I opted for the UK, for Ireland when I was doing my own research. Like I knew that when I'm in Ireland, after 2 years, I can sack my employer and I can do whatever I want to do. Like after 2 years, after my first, let's say 2 years and 6 months in Ireland, I can open a business. Like I have a business of my own, and I can decide to go as an agency. I can decide not to work with anybody, just like register a limited and work with any hospital. You pay to my company, I pay myself how much I want, and like I can employ someone, I can open a business. So it's so kind of luxurious. However, most people doesn't know about all this, and when they don't know, you just like keep your mouth shut.
Honestly, I'm so happy you are here today. I didn't even know about this. Like all through I've known you, I didn't know about it at all. And you know, I've been here for how many years now? 4. But then I'm not even dreaming of indefinite anything because I still have like 1 more year, 5 years, isn't it, to go. Yeah. So, and most of the nurses that come from like Nigeria or overseas, they are always at that box of not knowing what to do when they have issues with employers. Because most of the employers will tell them you have to sign 3 years. Even if you have a 3 years contract, you can't. You can't even leave that employer, right? Because you have to pay back if you leave them. So you see them getting stuck where they don't even like working in a very not good environment and being at risk of losing their PIN. And even after the 3 years, you still need another 2 years before you can get indefinite.
No. In Ireland, you stay like after you finish your 2 years on the critical skill, you have your stamp 4, and your stamp 4 will enable you to. You can work with anybody. You can resign any job. You don't need an employer. Like you don't need a sponsor to remain in the country. Though they will first give you the first one will be 2 years stamp 4, and after that is renewable. You just go ahead and renew it, and then you continue. Then after the 5th year, when you are finish your 5 years, you can apply for your naturalization. So like by the end of your 5 years, you can actually working towards becoming an Irish. And when you become an Irish, and it means you can just pack your bag one day and like, okay, where's the next bus stop in Europe? Germany, I'm coming. Estonia, I'm there. Like you can move to Paris, you can even move to the UK, and you don't need to go through all the necessary big process. You know what I mean? Like if I'm coming to I have a plan to register, like do my NMC registration just for personal purposes. And I was like, okay, let me wait for my naturalization next year. And if I got my naturalization, I don't need anybody to come to the UK. As an Irish, I'm allowed, like because of, we call it business region agreement. So and as an Irish, you can just move down to the UK and get a job. And so, which means like, I'll just need to just move outside the border. UK to Ireland is just 80 euro, 50 euro. Sometimes they are doing promo, you could get a 10 euro ticket. So you just Dublin to London, it's like 45 minutes flight. Even longer than Lagos to Abuja. So I can be in Dublin in the morning, go to London, work in London at 8:30 p.m. back to Dublin, and nobody will know that I even exit the country.
Yeah.
And Northern Ireland is just behind my house. Like I did tell you, like I only need to drive 1 hour to get to Belfast.
Oh, I've
So
got lots of people
now
from
tell me,
Belfast.
like
Yeah.
coming to Ireland is just one stone to kill many birds. But many people will like, oh, Ireland, I haven't heard of it. I don't know anybody
Yeah,
there.
we don't
My
have their
sister, my brother.
awareness. We don't have their awareness.
You don't need to know anybody anywhere in the world. Like if you could survive your nursing education in Nigeria or anywhere you are in the world, like you can live anywhere. Like I do tell people, being a nurse and being a global citizen. And that's the basic truth.
Yeah.
And you need to explore that to the fullest. Like you need to understand that the certificate you have or the certificate you are holding is a global passport. And you need to carry it with pride.
Yes,
Like
that's
that's
true.
what I mean. Like, and you should see yourself as like, I'm here today. This only thing I need to do and get out of wherever you are. Like, if the situation you are at the moment, you are not okay with it, please write your exams and try to work the way.
The question is, can you have your IELTS, for example, and not have your other, documents ready, but then you can start the application?
Yeah, like the way the system is at the moment is that they want you to have every document completed before just gather all your documents and just go to the
So
website
they
to
have
create an
like a list
account.
of the documents you need.
Yes, yeah. So I think the document is not really much. You need your GIF result is one thing there. Then your school's transcript is essential. Then your employer certification that this person have worked with us for so period of time. That is they call it experience. Then you need your nursing, but the nursing that's the nursing board of your country need to certify you. So your CPC that could be sent to Ireland if your country is not going to issue it to you. I think like Nigeria, they're not issuing to you directly, but they can forward it to Ireland, and when they do that, at least NMBI will be aware of it. So you can just put something in its place while you're uploading. You can just put your license in that document link. So like once you submitted everything, you made the payment, and council sent that directly to NMBI. They will have all your documents on file. They will upload it themselves, and they started your assessment. And within 4 to 6 weeks, you can have your decision letter.
Right. So you talked about your recruitment agency. Do you mind to maybe at the end of the video, maybe give us a link or something? I don't know, but
No. I'm not going to give a list, but like, if no. The fact is this.
that's fine.
I have noticed. Yeah, I noticed like if you can't give a public or anything. But if anybody have their decision letter or they can prove to me they are already submitted all their necessary documents, they can reach to you and get back to me. I will
Okay.
definitely give the person link. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know me, I don't hold information.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just asking if like you want your maybe you want to expand your codes, but that's fine. That's fine if you don't want. So do you have to include like sorry, you said they have to write what is it called? The list of things to include. So that's not really a problem because I won't be asking this question anyway. So do you recommend people to apply to agencies or hospitals directly, employers directly?
Yeah, with the current EU listing Nigeria as one of the short
Directly.
small country with the healthcare workers, most hospitals are not going to employ you directly. Yeah, because uh, they are not allowed to do so. But agencies can actually employ you and link you up with the hospitals, do the interview, and it's still win-win-win thing for everybody. Like hospital doesn't really go out to employed, but the agency goes out, employ the people, the hospital will interview them. And so once you pass their interview, they give you the job. And you won't be their staff until the agency finish with you. That'll be at the end of your NMBI, and they will present you to the hospital and you
Wow.
can start
You know,
working.
it's different from UK now. You know, when I was coming, the agency helped me to do everything, like every single. I didn't even have the application portal or anything like that. But since last 2 years, because the UK listed like Nigeria, Ghana, and all of that under red list countries, you can't
Yeah.
the agencies won't be able to help anyone anymore because it's considered as active recruitment. So you have to apply to hospitals directly, and it's so frustrating because before the hospital HR will have to go to the list of people trying to even apply from UK, and then try to go to the list of people applying from outside. And I've seen someone that applied to 150 jobs, 130 jobs, 100 jobs, even more. And at the end of the day, almost everything is like unfortunately, and so it's so much a hassle. Yeah, exactly. So I'm so happy to hear about Ireland being, I mean, kind of not really, but kind of better for now, honestly, because for what you are saying, you can apply through agencies. So at least you're sure that the agency will help you to maybe, what is it called? Follow up the application.
At least navigate the system.
They know everything as well. But people back home, they don't really know anything. They just do the application blindly and then wait for lots of unfortunate messages. Well, so good. You talked about having an offer letter, right? How do you know a good offer letter?